Welcome back, my name is Benji, and today I want to welcome you to our Pro Cyclist mode at Rally Cycling once again with the legend himself, Vincenzo Nibali. In today's episode, we're going to take on a few races, but we also have the contracts opening up for the first time. Looks like we've got quite a few offers, but unfortunately, they're all from Conti Pro teams, and that is an aspect I do not like, because I feel like after this year, our stats are going to be way too strong to be living in the Pro Conti world. Despite that, looking at the teams, I feel like the Italian teams are the most prominent ones to go to because we're, first of all, Italian, but we might also have a wildcard to the Giro that way. Anyway, we have plenty of time to look into it, although it would be funny if we go to Eolo Cometa, to be honest. I'll put my first point in Eolo, because why the hell not? If you've got an opinion on this, definitely drop it below in the comments section, because I'm curious to hear it. All contract negotiations aside, we gotta get to some racing as well. GP Battles in Portugal today. We've got a 3-day stage race, including one mountain stage and 2 cobble hilly stages, but it seems like those cobbles won't likely have too much of an influence on the race itself. We do have the cobbles in the last kilometer on the first stage, so that is kind of tricky. On the second day, we have them mostly in descents, which is even more atrocious because that's actually dangerous. And the last day indeed is a mountain stage, but it feels like it's a huge mountain. Jesus Christ, 29 kilometers, a Torre climb, 14.5 max. I think I remember this climb for being in the Vuelta a Portugal, but I could be wrong. The Volta a Portugal, my bad. Anyway, first stage then, we've got some heavy hitters here, Peter Sagan, Alejandro Valverde, so this won't be easy, nor does this parkour really 100% fit us, to be honest. This is for the punchers. Honestly, it's been a pretty relaxed race, not even on the climb before that third cat steep climb, anything happened, so I'm in a 127-man group going into the final 2 hills, and I think I'm just going to be finishing today's race without too much of an option for the stage win. I think that our hilly sprint is certainly not on the level of Peter Sagan. Final 2 kilometers, we are surprisingly at the front of the race at the moment. I'm going to try and up it to 93 for a bit. Sagan right here, cobble section about to start. We have terrible cobble stats, but I'm going to try and keep it up on 97, something like that. I'm going to try and sprint myself pretty soon. Right now, let's see if I can move up in the group to like 4th position perhaps. But better is likely not happening. We have Valverde winning in the Spanish NC jersey. We have Peter Sagan second, and Ludvigsson, of all people, third. Did not expect that. Looks like we did gain some time on some of the competitors because we have a 4-man group with us, which is great. Jonas Aguirre, Bob Youngles, and Dion Smith. The rest kind of lost time today. Honestly, a pretty similar finish on day 2. I think that we're going to have more trouble despite there not being cobbles here, just by the fact that the parkour itself is not as hilly, so the riders will arrive fresher at the last hill. We are entering the final 7 kilometers of this stage, and the rest of the domestiques of competitors seem to be quite done for. I've got a 2-man train ahead of me because I feel like I've upped myself and been promoted when it comes to my status in the team, because last stage I was not leader, now I am. Myself in second wheel. Let's see if we can launch our sprint right now into this corner. There we go. We have Sagan beating Genietz for the win. Yes, it seems like that's the case. We're not going to be finishing 4th either, perhaps 5th or 6th, but in all honesty, a good stage for us. 24 people in this group, so we gained some time on perhaps some of our competitors. Our 6th spot of the stage brings us to 13 GC on 28 seconds, so that's pretty cool. We gained time on someone that was in the top 3. I think that might have been Ludvigsson, who came 3rd last stage. Out of all 3 stages, I was looking forward to this one the most, the mountain stage. One major mountain, the Torre climb. 29 kilometers of climbing. Brutal. A descent to the line as well. 29 kilometers of descending most likely. And a small hill in the last 2 kilometers, but by then the race should be decided in my eyes. We are about halfway to climb. We're sitting nicely in the middle of the peloton. I would like to move up a tiny bit, but that's something I can do over the next couple of kilometers. I'm trying not to spend too much, but I'm also trying to keep myself relatively near the front. So it's kind of trying to find a balance in between, you know? But so far, so good. We've lost our helpers. We've also lost connection to that group ahead, but we are into the final 8 kilometers of the climb now. Still trying to spend as little as possible. We seem to have Sagan still in that front group. How even? Like, how is that possible? Final 5 kilometers of climbing. I found myself in the 3rd group in the race right now. We have 2 leaders, Lastra and Antunes. Valverde following that with Izagirre in the 2nd group. I'm trying to spend as little as possible in the 3rd group with 2 teammates of Ajazer, which is great for the descent because one of those teammates could take over the tempo and do it for me, you know. But for now, just trying to hold on, trying to reduce the gap that we have towards Valverde here, because ideally I can bridge over in the descent. Let's go 85 right here. Come on, diving into descent on 99, dropping both Ajax riders was not the plan, but it happened. Let's try and keep this up. Come on. We will use Acrobatic Descent, so that should be very much doable. Hopefully, it doesn't risk us crashing in the nearby future. We've got the small hill right now, though, so I could use that to try and bridge up. Looks like we have an attacker up front. Izagirre was trying something. I'm just going 99 to try and catch up before this descent starts again. 15 seconds. Are we catching up? I think we are in the wheel. Not really. It's a small gap, but I think we are here. Yes. Let's wait a bit and let's do Acrobatic Descent then again, and hopefully we can drop this group. I've actually decided to sit up on 60 right now, not doing too much myself because we have that hill upcoming towards the finish and I can't drop these riders beforehand and still have energy for that. So let's see what we do here. Let's see if we can stick ourselves into the wheel of the likes of Valverde in these last 2 kilometers. I don't know. I don't think we can beat him, so we're fighting for the second position in GC right now. Seems like the sprint has begun already. This is quite early. I forgot my energy shell, so that is very, very not clever. Let's try and go for the sprint right now in the final kilometer. We're going to be on a tiny gap towards the line, it seems. Lastra's winning for Burgos BH ahead of Valverde. Izagirre in third, Antunes in fourth. Hopefully we can stick ourselves in a good enough position right here to stay on the podium, perhaps second in the race. Damn it, we are fifth. I was hoping for the podium, but it's not the case, is it? That's unfortunate, but I guess top 5's fine as well. We fought for it quite well, and unfortunately, we just came short in the end. Despite our loss, we did gain quite a bit of sponsor confidence and also progression, so we're passing along to level 10 right now, or 11? I don't even know. 11 it is, yes indeed. We can change a skill point, so let's take a look. I decided to put my skill point in Fitness Peak, a performance bracket skill point, because that level 2 gives us 22 to 26 days in Fitness Peak, while the previous one was 18 to 22. So a significant difference that might us be able to act on a Fitness Peak 1 race longer than usual. Next up, Tour of the Gila. I think that's how you pronounce it. Someone told me that it is, but hey, if it's not, it's their fault. Anyway, 5-day stage race in the US of A. We've got a hill stage to start off with. Really fits our rider. I think didn't we win this one in previous season? I'm not sure about it. A flat stage afterwards, then a time trial. We have another flat stage afterwards, and finally a medium mountain stage without really a mountain at the end. So it's going to be a really difficult one to win in my eyes. Competition-wise, we are second favorite behind Ben Hermans, and in all honesty, I think I can beat him. So let's try and win this stage. We found ourselves in the final 3 kilometers of this race on the Mongolon climb. No Swerble, I won't be helping you. I'm trying to win this race. Ben Hermans is setting up a tempo that I can follow for now. I'm going 85 energy shell right now. Let's try and move up. Swerble looks like he's going to do it, which is kind of surprising. Let's go 87 for now to try and move up a tiny bit. Let's try and see if we can. Swerble, shut up. I don't want to help you out right now. And our team is looking like it's dominating this entire field, but I hope I can still get past people in the final stretch. No, Roshkov, I don't want to work for you. Get out of here. Can I get third on the stage? It's gonna be hard. I will. It seems like I will. There we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4 for rally cycling. What a domination on the Mongolon climb. Benjamin King wins. The winner of, I think, 2 Vuelta stages in a single year does it in the Tour of the Gila as well. We finished third on the stage. Here's me thinking that Ben Hermans was the biggest competition, but the biggest competition was in my own bloody team. GC-wise, we are now third in GC, 25 seconds away from Benjamin King, Swerble in second, Roshkov in fourth. You know we're not a sprinter, so you won't see me do these flat stages with this rider. Let's quick sim it. GC-wise, nothing changed after that stage. The stage winner is Jared Drisners, who's going to Lotto Soudal in real life at the moment. Time trial time now. Roshkov, our teammate, is the favorite for this one. We are roughly 6th favorite for this. Let's hope we can overperform and beat the likes of Peja Kianovski and Roberge. Vincenzo is en route, and I don't know what speed I need to take on for this time trial because we did not have a rider to test out with beforehand. I think 83 is too much, so let's lower it towards like 79, 78. Let's do 78 for now and see if that's too little. I decided to up it to 80 again because we want to try and spend a little more energy on the flat and uphill section before we dive into that final descent. I might even go up to like 85 for a bit. Let's go towards 90 on the uphill section right now to spend our red a tiny bit, even more towards like 95 for a bit. Let's lower it again to 90 and now back down to 85. We spend our red, it should recover itself in the descent, and we'll see how fast we need to go in the last portion of the race now. 2 kilometers to go, our yellow is about to run out. Let's go 90 right now in the final stretch. Finish is about to come up. Let's see what we do. First time, 2 seconds ahead of Roshkov. Perfect. We win the time trial. Yes, indeed. Let's see what it does for GC though. I'm not sure we will be able to take the lead. I think we actually do. Yes, we do. 6 seconds on Roshkov, 26 on King. Next to the podium, we've also got a teammate on 4th and on 16 GC right now, so we are brutally dominating. Flat stage again, Skipperino again, so let's quick sim it. Same winner as the last sprint stage, Jared Drisners. We are still in the lead of GC, so nothing happened in that regard. Now the final mountain stage arises, medium mountain stage, that one. 30k from the line is a second cat climb, and the finish line is basically after a false flat descent with a false flat uphill section in the final 2 kilometers. So I think we need to play this quite defensively now that we are in the lead, and hope for the best and stay in the wheel of the likes of Ben Hedemans and so forth to make sure we keep the lead in this race. My god, we've got an early move by Ben Hedemans up there. Seems like he wants to light it up on the Anderson Vista climb, which is the second last climb, and not on the final climb, which is good for me because he's going to spend his energy like this, which means that we might be able to drop him on the next climb. The peloton called Ben Hedemans, one rider still ahead, Lucas Ovzian. I think that's how I pronounce it, could be wrong. We are putting pressure with our entire team. I put Roshkov, Murphy, and Brown in my wheel. Brown will be the next to help out, then Murphy, and worst case scenario, Roshkov will help us out. But he's on 6 seconds in GC, so I don't necessarily want that, you know? Carpenter is done. It's now Nathan Brown's time to help out Vincenzo. Sean Quinn made the bridge towards the front, but is now done for, so that was not very useful. We've got Hermans and so forth still in the wheel. Roughly 15k to go and a group of 10 people at the front. Murphy and Roshkov doing a bit of pacing. Not too much. Just want to keep this group at the front and want to keep myself able to try something in the last 5k or something. We've lost 2 more riders, Murphy in his last 2 kilometers, Roshkov and Nibali, not too extreme when it comes to their yellow, but I think good enough for the last 8 kilometers, as long as I don't go 85 the entire stretch. Let's do 70 for now, there we go. Let's move towards the front with Roshkov. Let's set ourselves in second wheel, let's drop that to 90 again, because we're spending too much energy. Another rider dropped, let's go. Final kilometer incoming, there we go. Let's start sprinting with this man. And let's have Nibali do the same the second that Joey's done for. We've got Ben Hedemans versus Vincenzo Nibali. Looks like it's gonna be us winning the stage. No, Vignabor comes past us. Damn it. Beak as well, I think. But all in all, that's good for us because we are winning the Tour of the Gila. There we go on the podium, 10 seconds ahead of our teammate. We've got Alex on third as well on a minute 26. So a very secure victory right now. Without winning too much, to be honest, a single stage, the time trial. Our races for April and May are done, and let's take a look at the next spot of the season, Slovenia and the NCs. That's gonna be for next time though, because we've done quite some racing already today. I want to thank you very much for the support on this series so far, and yeah, if you liked today's video, then tap that like button. If you didn't tell me what's wrong, I'll try and make it better for you next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.